Call me old man Wade.
Damn you, old man!
Wait.
Old ass man.
Shut up, old man. You smell like fart.
No!
Old man.
He's so old, he got a podcast on cassette.
Fuck, you're old.
Damn it, Wade.
Yo, I swear to you, even the picture that they picked of this dude makes him look like a coon. Like, he's got the stereotypical, like, pink eyes and, like, long, like, 1,000-yard stare.
I didn't even look at him. I didn't even look him up, to be honest with you. I just saw that and I was just like, yeah, I bet you his lineup is fucked up.
Of course his lineup is fucked up. That nigga never been to a fucking black barbershop.
He doesn't believe in black barbershops. He thinks they're racist.
Yeah. How dare you put black in front of something?
What's his name? Austin?
Austin Chenge.
Austin Chenge? Oh, and he's African? That's great. It's a good look.
Well, let me introduce you. Welcome to the Old Man Wade Show. I am your host, the God of Stubborn, the Lord of Laughter, Old Man Wade. And I'm sitting here with the pinnacle of political perfection, the superior Super War Hobby.
Yo, what up, everybody?
So, I'm going to get right into it. Fuck this nigga, man. So, before we started recording, I happened to be on Twitter. And I seen Diddy, not Diddy, but Lavelle of BlackRabbit.com.
BlackRabbit.com.
And I saw him post something about someone saying, so I'll read the article. Michigan GOP candidate for governor is a black man who wants to cancel Black History Month. His exact quote, and because I looked it up, because like, you know, there's sometimes titles of articles can be misleading. So I went right to the source. I went right to his Twitter page and looked it up. And this is an exact quote from his Twitter page. I will cancel Black History Month in Michigan. It's offensive, unfair, maybe illegal. Americans from all backgrounds deserve a revered history. I'll declare American History Month. Austin Chenge, veteran and first Republican governor candidate for Michigan. And I was going to say visit wherever he's from, but fuck him. That's an actual quote from him. That's an actual quote from his Twitter page. I don't think this gentleman understands... First, I don't think he understands that Black history is actually American history. It actually highlights the things that Black Americans have done. It also highlights all the fucked up things that America has done to Black people. I also don't think he understands that I'm pretty sure that America has about 7 holidays in the year.
I mean, I don't know, but I know we have St. Patrick's Day, and Columbus Day, and President's Day, and like.
Well, St. Patrick's Day.
Most of those motherfuckers is white. And
well, St. Patrick's Day isn't an American holiday, so.
No, but it's a fucking holiday. I don't know shit.
Yeah, but there's also the thing that there are months dedicated to races. There's a Portuguese American month. To your point, there's an Irish. There's Evacuation Day is commonly known as St. Patrick's Day. Like it's
Columbus Day is freaking an Italian dude.
Yeah, like an Italian rapist and American, a rapist and murderer. Excuse me.
I mean,
you know what I mean. So
this is America, essentially.
Yeah. So like this is an actual quote, and I couldn't believe what I was reading. This is a black man.
I mean, Jesus is white. We got Christmas.
Yeah, Jesus is white. Born in a Middle Eastern country, the Bible says skin of olive and hair of wool. Meanwhile, he looks more like Brad Pitt than he should.
He has blue eyes and a 6-pack.
Blue eyes and a 6-pack. Jesus got fucking brown eyes and a fucking gut from eating naan.
Yo, Jesus, what the Jesus on those what do you call them? Those
crucifixes?
Those crosses?
Crucifixes?
Definitely
crosses.
Has a 6-pack. Definitely has a 6-pack. But anyway, sorry.
How you malnutrition with a fucking 6-pack?
How you what?
Malnutrition with a 6-pack.
That dude had cum gutters for real.
For real. Jesus had cum. Jesus had cum gutters.
Yo, facts. No, but
Yo,
yeah, you were talking about a black Republican saying something stupid. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even think I don't even want to give this dude any more of our time. I'm getting all the fuck these niggas shit out the way early.
Yeah. No,
So,
but yo, can I expand on it a little bit?
absolutely, absolutely.
I was just thinking about it. Like, I didn't really have too much to say about it. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, he's a black Republican, and you know what? Dude, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I try not to be offensive, but honestly, I speak the truth as it is to me. And I know a lot of people want to say like all Republicans aren't racist, and I'm the first person to say like I know I'm cool with a lot of Republicans, like I really am, but I also know they support some racist ass policies, right? Like that's just what it is. And if you're a black Republican, yo, you got to, and I'm not saying you got to be a Democrat, but I'm saying if you're a black Republican in this Republican Party, like you really have to be willfully ignorant or really trying to ignore a lot of shit, or you really want and you feel like that's the best avenue to get to that, which, whatever, do you, brother, but I'm just saying, like, I am not surprised he's saying some cool ass shit, and, yo, Black History Month, my only issue with Black History Month is that it's on February. Why can't we get a 31-day month, you know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever, that is what it is. Yeah.
That's the only black Republican I acknowledge is Nas and Jay-Z. And that song ain't even, like, the greatest.
Whatever, yo, do what you gotta do. Like, I'm not even, I don't even, listen, Republicans, that's not even a party anymore. That's just a Trump cult at this point. And I feel bad for, fuck it.
I see your true colors.
Fuck his whack ass hair, his fat whack ass lineup. I haven't even seen his lineup. I know he had a whack ass lineup.
Of course he had a whack ass lineup. Fuck him and his whack ass lineup.
I mean,
fucking
whatever, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm pretty sure he has like all his jeans have like a perfect seam in them. I guarantee it. Like this dude's all his dress shirts are like that off white, perfectly starched.
Yeah, like he takes all his jeans. He takes all his jeans to a fucking not a laundromat, to a dry cleaner.
Yeah, dry cleaner ass, jean ass, head ass, coon ass. You disgust me. What's his name again? Sorry.
Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga. And fuck his name. Fuck him.
Yo, you are. Sorry, you gotta be dropping stuff. Oh, my glasses. Those are expensive. Hold on a second.
It's fucking coon ass, bitch ass, punk motherfucker, man.
Man, get me talking about no Black Republican starting out episode. Freaking dumbass.
Well, I'm getting right into this shit too, because fuck the NFL forever.
Oh, really? What they do? Yo, shout out to Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady. Trump supporting ass too.
Whatever. Yo, greatness. I tell you, I got some Republican friends. I don't give
a nigga.
Yo, I gotta give it up to greatness though. Whatever.
I don't hate on Tom Brady, but just fuck the NFL. Fuck them, and fuck the fact that they don't give a shit about their players. Fuck the fact that they don't give a shit about their fans. Fuck everything about them. Fuck them from start to finish. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the idea of the fact that there was zero social distancing during the Super Bowl. Fuck them all together. Like, that shit was nasty. Like,
yeah. I'm not surprised though. People got happy. Like, yo, people have violated. I'm talking shit now because I'm vaccinated, so fuck y'all. But, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's hard for people to like, you know, stay consistent with the social distancing, especially when you're in an event like the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know. I can't picture people at the end of that game just like calmly walking away 6 feet away from each other. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people on their day-to-day basis violate these social distancing rules.
I'm certain they do. I could hold on.
This time I see y'all, fuck y'all from the very start of this shit. Fuck what you went, what you been through. Fuck where you going. Fuck who's scared of you. Fuck if you did Fed time. Fuck your clip. Fuck your blocks. Matter of fact, fuck your block. Fuck who you pulled out on.
That's how I feel about the NFL.
Fuck you, fuck your bitch, fuck if you been out of town, fuck your fake ass ice drip, fuck your life, fuck your motherfucking 9 to 5.
Like, dog, like I looked at an image of that shit and I was like, y'all ain't even trying to hide. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I'm glad they haven't been one of those companies that have been like, oh, we support like social distancing, we support the blah blah blah, and maybe they have. I don't watch the NFL. I don't give a shit about the NFL. The only time I watched any football is if someone's like, "Hey, do you want to come over for food? The NFL will be playing. The NFL will be playing. Cool, I'll come over for food. Fuck them. I feel the same way about the WWE. The only reason I even watch the WWE is because my friends watch it, and it's just an excuse for us to get together and talk shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't give a shit about them either. Fuck them all the way too. Fuck it.
Well, I'm not really a sports guy, other than I'm from New England, so I mean, that's about it. I don't get it. Period. To be honest with you, like, especially if it was up to me, they'll shut the whole shit down. Like, all this bubble, whatever. Like, really, we couldn't go without sports for a couple of days, like a couple years or whatever it is. Like, is it that important?
I had a social studies teacher in the 7th grade who talked about how he thought sports were just like he was like, the fact that they get paid as much as they do is asinine, and the pedals that people put it on. And he goes, there's a reason why they but this is 1,000 years ago when I was in the 7th grade, about how they try to encourage athletes to not talk about supporting certain candidates, presidential candidates, or just like even in local elections, stuff like that, because it can sway certain things one way or another. And as we've seen, that shit's thrown right out the fucking window. But just the idea of the NFL, like, and it's like they don't give a shit about their players. They don't give a shit about anything. At least with the NFL, at least with the NBA in the bubble, there were 0 cases, and they made sure of that. Like, you know what I mean? So, but now they're out there, like, just traveling. People have been getting caught with COVID. James Harden got caught in the beginning of the year, not following the protocols. Recently, Kevin Durant got caught, and it was like, oh, they took him out the game for blah blah blah. I'm like, dog, he played. So everybody that he came across potentially now has COVID, and it was like, oh, the person had a negative test, and I'm like, yeah, he had a quick negative test, and sure enough, when they found out they tested him, he tested positive for COVID. So it was like, oh, so who knows if Kevin Durant had it, because his friend had it, and he was around his friend and ignoring the health protocols. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and the worst he's gonna get is a $50,000 fine. Like, and it's so a lot of these players is like, oh, $50,000, that's nothing.
I spent that at the strip club.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of strip clubs, the fucking All-Star game. They really do, and it's like it was supposed to be canceled. It was absolutely supposed to be canceled, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, we're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be in Atlanta. Dog, everybody in the NBA who goes there is gonna get COVID.
Atlanta's like a hotspot, ain't it?
Yeah. Everything's open in Atlanta.
Man, I don't know, bro. You know what? Good luck, guys. Make sure you wear a mask. Stay away from me.
I swear, my notes literally just say, fuck Austin Chenge, he's a coon. Fuck the NFL, fuck the NBA.
Well, I mean, all right. Is the NBA that bad though? Like, I feel like they give their players. NBA contracts are crazy good for a lot of players, one. And then two, like, a lot of the NBA really allows their players to speak out on, like, social justice shit.
I get that. And,
I mean, unless it's China.
No. Well, yeah, unless yeah. But my problem isn't with what they're doing. My problem is the fact that they're really putting so many people in jeopardy with, like, the travel and the stuff like that. Like, the Toronto Raptors can't go back to Canada.
Oh, damn.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. You know what I mean? So it's because they're like, you're not about to travel back and forth and risk the people in our country. You know what I mean? Y'all want to play? Go do that shit in Florida, which, you know, fucking Florida.
I mean, Florida's down for whatever.
Of course they are, because that's where the fucking speaking of the WWE, hold on, where? I'm sorry, I'm googling something. But speaking of which, the WWE is gonna host WrestleMania in Tampa, and guess what? They're gonna have a lot. They're gonna have people there.
I mean, I hope that they have something in place, but honestly, like, I know I sound a little nonchalant about this, but I'm at a point now where, like, unless you've been living under a rock that's under a mountain that's in a safe, you should know the risk associated with COVID right now. And if you are ignoring that, so the WWE can do whatever they want. They can have the biggest WrestleMania on earth and sell 100,000 tickets or put 100,000 tickets on sale. But if 100,000 people decide to buy those tickets, knowing the risk, bro, I'm at this point. Because honestly, I stay home. I go to work. Work is super strict. Where I work, they're super strict about social distancing and mask wearing and stuff like that. And I'm as far away from Florida as an American can get. Well, kind of. On the East Coast, at least. So it is what it is, man. Like, you guys know the risk. I know we've even talked about it a lot on the show.
But so, it's to me, honestly, older man, it's just, a lot of it is just fucking nasty to me, man. And you're right. Like, I shouldn't be as upset about it as I am, considering that human's gonna human. You know what I mean? So, but you'd assume that the people who are in charge of, like, the NBA, since they are so, they have been forward thinking over the last, like, say 5, maybe 10 years, that they would take this a little more serious. But then again, they're probably, like, the idea of the fact that they're playing is strictly about money is disgusting. And Jalen Rose has talked about this all the time when he was speaking, when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and so on and so forth. And Joe Budden said the same thing. He goes, if you guys really want to make an impact, don't play. They both said the same thing at two different times. When the NBA decided, when all the stuff was going on with the Black Lives Matter movement, and we had a plethora of innocent black people shot. I'm not gonna say unarmed because that shouldn't make a difference, but innocent black people shot. The NBA was like, "Yo, we're not playing." Kenny Smith was during the program. He was like, "I don't even know why I'm here." He just got up and left. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like, you'd assume that they would actually care, but this is actually proven that they don't give a shit. If it doesn't really fit the headline, if it's not something that they can tweet or anything like that, then it doesn't matter. They can't hashtag BLM, a hashtag Black Lives Matter. That fits a narrative. That's something they can promote and stuff like that, which is important. You know what I mean? But let me just get this out. But all that, like, but do the Black Lives really matter when you're making probably 90% of your players play in a situation where they could potentially die, where they could potentially give something back to their family and their family members could die. Karl Anthony Towns lost his mother due to COVID, and I want to say some other family members or close personal friends of his or people close to him. And it's like, how are you guys not getting what's going on? And Maria laughed because she was just like, they probably all got vaccinated. They got the money to do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would hope that money isn't, I know I've heard some stories, but it sucks that, money is a way for you to get the vaccine, or it might help you get, past a couple people online. I'm hoping those things are being mitigated a little bit, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I don't know, man. This is America.
Yeah. Also, Odin, do you know what's sad? Like, how much I've been singing that song recently, because it's 1,000% true. Like, the whole idea of, it's like talking to my therapist about it. It's talking to my therapist about like everything going on and how, like, we're supposed to feel. Not just as humans, but as like me as a black man, I feel a sort of way about it because, like, it hurts. You know what I mean? The stuff that goes on really does hurt my soul. But I've become so, not indifferent. I've become so, I guess,
bro, you are not indifferent.
Yeah.
You care, bro. Like,
indifferent is a wrong word about it. But
I'm definitely indifferent. Like, you're definitely like you're an empath when it comes to all this shit. It kind of sucks because, I don't know. You got to figure out a way to dial that niceness down a little bit, because you can drive yourself crazy.
Well, I don't even know if it's empathic, because a lot of it's turned into anger now. Like,
the world is angry, bro.
Yeah, like, and like just listening, and it's just all this stuff going on. It really irked me. It's really disgusting because all you see are people who are just trying to live their lives. They're just trying to be good people. They're just trying to wake up in the morning and go, "Hey, I'm here at work," and you know what I mean?
But even the people that are flaunting these rules, even the assholes in the world are just that. They're just people, bro. They're trying to live their lives the best way they know how, or the best way they think how. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you notice about me, like, other than Black Republicans, cause fuck those guys. I try. I look at a lot of people like, yo, I wouldn't do what you're doing, but
Man,
who might have judged
fuck
it?
about your hood.
You know what it is for me, man? Like, a lot of it also has to deal with when I think when you're at your place of employment, when you're at home, when you're just going to the local bodega or the grocery store, or so have you.
The bodega? What's this? The Bronx?
Bodega.
You go to the corner store in Boston.
I mean, that actually works too. But it really is just like the corner. Or like if you're going to the corner store, like the whole idea of the way people go about things. We have a social contract, and with COVID-19, the coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, wearing a mask isn't just a social contract. It's something that protects yourself and the people and the person next to you and the people you come in contact with. It affects everybody you come in contact with. Like, I shouldn't have to like look at someone and go, you realize that you wearing this mask is putting everybody in danger. Because you're covering your face and you're covering, like, you know what I mean? You're covering your face and that's all fine and well. But you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can still catch COVID if it gets into like your eyes, can't you?
I think so. I mean, I don't really know the exact vectors for infection. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, your eyes have capillaries in it. So.
Yeah. And even then, like and even the masks that we wear aren't 100%.
No, I mean the masks we wear are pretty shit. Like, I mean, if you really want to protect yourself, wearing a mask, period, covering your face helps to reduce the instances of infection. But we're not wearing the best mask that we can be wearing.
Exactly.
It's just like the N9. Exactly. You know. So, I went to the supermarket today. I had my mask on.
So did I. Same thing. Went to the supermarket, had my mask on. Made sure.
I had to.
Tried to stay away from people as much as possible. I actually cut somebody off by accident, and I was like completely apologetic because I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't follow like the arrows because I like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, like I can just go like take 3 steps in, 3 steps out. But even then, I should have actually taken the extra like 45 seconds and gone down one aisle and back up the other one. You know what I mean? And it was selfish of me because I didn't like not thinking.
Yeah, you make mistakes, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the type of I'm like one of the few people, it seems like, that actually follow the arrows in the supermarkets. Like, I would literally like go out my way to go up the right aisle on the arrow, and I'm doing that while some other jackass is walking the opposite way, just ignoring it. And I'm just like, what was the whole point? Like, honestly, when it comes to COVID, nobody knows what they're doing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, most people, except for the professionals.
Yeah.
So. Like, I hope more people than not survive this. Stay your ass at home if you can. I went to the supermarket today, but I usually get the shit delivered. But and that's another thing too. Like, a lot of people don't have those types of options. A lot of people gotta be unsafe. Like, a lot of people work in supermarkets. A lot of people, you know, like.
I mean, without saying where I work, like considering like where I gotta be, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And then I'm thinking about the NFL and the NBA. Like, yeah, the players make millions of dollars, but the people that work in those stadiums, they're screwed right now. You know, like they depend on those PPP loans if the NBA is getting those or whatever, which they probably are. You know, there's thousands of people that support the game.
RexMD.com.
What the fuck is this?
First time using telemed.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
So, I mean, it's complicated, man. And so, if you think about what every asshole in the world is doing, you're not gonna get any peace. Just know this: assholes are gonna asshole, and you know, that's just what it is. It's been like that since day one.
Yeah. I also want to, and lastly, I want to say a big fuck you to everybody who was, actually, you know what?
Oh, hey, fuck you.
It's a big fuck you to anybody who was coming at Chloe Bailey.
Yeah, I like her, man. I like her a lot, actually. Like, I've been listening to her. What are they called?
I think it's Chloe and Haley. I think. Or Haley and
Haley.
Chloe.
I've been listening to that album that they put out with whatever. You would not be surprised that her Instagram brought me to that album, but it did. And I don't know. I don't get the hoopla. Like, why are people not liking it right now?
So she did a challenge. I think it was the silhouette challenge.
What's the thing with the red light?
Maybe it was the Busted challenge, but I think she did both. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she did the Busted challenge.
A lot of challenges, man.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at one of them now, and so people were talking shit about her. Actually, I have it right here. Actually, pardon me, listeners. Earlier this week, the singers of Chloe and Haley decided to make separate Instagram accounts and finally explore having their own identities on social media for a change, instead of being linked as a duo 24/7. This resulted in both recording artists posting different pics and videos in their respective accounts as they express who they were as individuals. Unfortunately, Chloe has been receiving a lot of backlash by people condemning her for being too sexy and turning into a sexual object because of certain things that she's posted. After watching a wind of these hurtful comments, she decided to speak on them on her Instagram Live January 31st. The star was so saddened by these negative reactions to her post that she was seen crying on her stream. She went on to say, "For every woman out there, don't change who you are to make society feel comfortable. And I'm telling you myself, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm going to do. That's not what I'm going to do. Excuse me. Even when I posted the video yesterday, I posted it because I was saging and doing Palo Santa, and was like, let's spread positive vibes. I didn't even really notice you guys were talking about my ass, because I was like, okay, I'm just walking in for 2 seconds, and I feel like I've shown my ass more than I have with that, like, you get it. So I don't think you know me, man. I don't think it's that fucking serious. If that's what you want to do, the young lady looks amazing.
Yeah, she's a very beautiful person.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? There you go. Say it like this. Not just beautiful in like the sense of her attractiveness. She's a very beautiful person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Her music.
Oh yeah.
I said Ungodly Hour. I think that's the name of the album. I'm gonna put that out there. It's a really good album, man.
I actually have it.
Ariana
put me onto it.
Yeah, it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, and it's funny because she wouldn't have been on my map if it wasn't for all this stuff around. So whatever she's doing is working.
Yeah, and that's the problem with people.
They got a new fan.
And a lot of it is like, I like the fact that they decided to have different social media accounts, because they are two different people. They are individuals. So realistically, it only makes sense.
Are they related? Are they like twins or something?
They're not twins. One's actually older than the other, which is funny, because I automatically assumed they were twins because I know them from Grownish. I
don't watch Grownish.
So that's where they came under my radar, was under Grownish, and I believe they're twins in that. Yeah. But so I automatically
so they're like kids.
22 and 24, I think, maybe, or 22 and 23.
Kids to me.
Well, yeah, they're pulling it up now. Haley Bailey is 20 and Chloe is 22.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so like you said,
they're living their life, man. They're doing their thing.
They're kids, like, and even so, like, they're of legal age. She decided to show her body. Why does anybody give a shit? And this is.
Did she decide to show her body though? Like, these challenges, like, it wasn't like she was naked. I'm assuming.
I mean, no, and even if she was, who gives a shit? We talked about this last week. Well, not last week, but yeah, I guess last week on a previous podcast about how if you don't like something, then dog.
No, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Keep scrolling. You don't need to actually watch this shit. Move the fuck all the way on.
I don't get it, man.
I don't either, man. So yeah, sorry for the angry podcast, but this was one of those things where I was kind of looking through the docket, and a lot of the stuff was just basically like, you know what, fuck this noise, and fuck you, and fuck this, and fuck that.
Why
But
are you so angry today, old man? Like, what's going on?
I'm good actually. I'm doing good, feeling great.
Word.
I don't got any issues, man. Like, it's just the way people are. It's just, and you know what I mean. Like, I just wish people, if you're not harming anybody, mind your fucking business. Like,
Facts.
you know what I mean. And the only reason I even went on this rant about the people we did earlier is because they are actually hurting and affecting people. Like that douchebag talking about getting rid of Black History Month, that hurts people. You know what I mean? That hurts me. That hurts the people. Yeah.
Why? He ain't shit. He's running for an office he's most likely not going to win.
No. He's hurting people in the sense that, like, he's taking, like, if this actually becomes a thing, because I just found out there was a school in Utah that wanted to take Black History Month, was like, oh, we want to let people opt out of Black History Month.
Bro, this is a bigger thing. I think New Hampshire just started celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Like,
Dog,
this ain't new.
Dog, Texas just decided within the last couple of years that certain schools didn't actually teach that the Civil War was about slavery.
Yeah, bro. Like,
what else was it about?
What's his Trump administration? Their education department had that 1776 education program where they were trying to tell people that slavery was bad, but everybody was doing it. So, right, like. Some bullshit.
Tell Rush Limbaugh to get off my balls. It's 2003, not 1864.
Facts. You know, Rush Limbaugh's been here since before we were born, you know. So
fuck that nigga too.
This ain't new. He's just he ain't new, bro. Like this is just he's somebody that would have been shot by a liberator back in the day. You could edit that out, probably. That's probably pretty bad to say, but.
Will we edit it out?
Nah, probably.
She said probably?
Nah, well, you know what? No, that's that. Harriet Tubman definitely had a gun, yo. She was shooting people. Yeah, Harriet Tubman definitely would have shot his ass. He'd be like, slavery isn't that bad.
And she would have been like,
Oh, hey, fuck you.
She'd be like, yeah, you definitely gonna snitch. So let me just go ahead and just.
Oh man.
Just meet me in the back of this barn.
All right, man. This has been the Old Man Wade Show. I want to thank Super Bowl Coffee for coming on and doing this. Doing one of.
Wait, we gonna finish on all that negative stuff?
This is episode 1.
All right.
I mean, you want to talk about something positive?
No, it's okay. I know you kind of dark right now. You in the dark. Got your little Deadpool shirt going on. Like, got your little contrast shadow. All right, I see you. This is emo old man today. All right, I'm with it.
Emo man Wade.
Emo man Wade, yo. We're about to go hit up the Hot Topic after this episode.
You say that, but you got shirts out of Hot Topic just like I did, so I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Yeah, but they were like middle fingers and shit.
Whatever.
You was out there wearing tight checkered pants and a pocket chain.
All right, so I'm gonna end this on a high note. Yeah, there you go. Buzzer challenge.
All right, word.
Right. Don't forget to visit oldmanwade.com. We should have a new article I wrote a couple days ago. Should be coming out soon. Don't forget to check out the Old Man Wade Facebook page, where we've been a lot dorkier than normal, but who gives a shit? It's fun. People seem to love it, so we're gonna keep doing it. You can find me on Old Man Wade Com on Facebook, or not Facebook, or you can find me Old Man Wade Com on Twitter and Instagram. You can find Super Bowl Coffee on Let Shit Record on Twitter. You can find us actually on Black Rabbit.
BlackRabbit.com.
BlaqueRabbit. I post some articles on there as well. You can, there's also where you can find links to CCBN, the Culture Comic Book News podcast, which has been coming out weekly since probably the beginning of the month. We've been much better with that. We've been doing a WandaVision episode, and then we do a regular one. And with Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming up, we'll be doing stuff like that.
I'm so excited about that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
With the way WandaVision's going, and you know everything's gonna be connected. Like, you know they're not showing us everything in the trailers. You know it's gonna be good, bro. You know it's gonna be good.
I can't fucking wait, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. This has been the Old Man Wade Show. And if you fall under the categories of what we talked about before, go fuck yourself.
Damn it, Wade!